It's my privilege to introduce to you Chef Mark Reinfeld.
I am just so thrilled that you came all the way here just to be with us. And you know, I know that you're working, cooking up all kinds of magnificent specialties, not too far from here, but you took the time to come over and I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Cafe of Dreams.
Thank you so much, Lynn. It's such an honor to be here and just really grateful for the opportunity to share in your beautiful vision for the world.
Thank you. And you know, you are the first chef. So you are groundbreaking here today.
Thank you.
The real concept of the Cafe of Dreams is, like you, we believe that nourishing our minds and nourishing our bodies is one way to transform.
Definitely.
And so I'm really kind of excited that we can make that connection, that it is more than just our thoughts, it is what we put in our bodies, that food is truly an alive ingredient. And so I'm wondering, as one of the cutting edge masters in the vegan cuisine movement, and I'm not joking about that. Mark is one of the original people who brought to us not only vegan cuisine but also raw food preparation and the development of recipes that now he goes all over the world training other master chefs himself. So could you talk a little bit about the exciting life that you have?
Sure, thank you so much. Well, it's really a passion and a joy for me to share with others how to create healthy cuisine and using the plants and all the bounty that nature provides. Part of my main belief is just that plants have the power to heal and transform our lives, and the impact reaches out beyond our health, but also to our environment and just to the other creatures we share the planet with. So it's really a joy for me to empower people to take their health back into their hands. And it is cutting edge and revolutionary in that Hippocrates said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." And so it really is a return to that ancient wisdom to utilize plants to help us and create a healthy and happy life.
What is it like to do that on a daily basis, but you're always in creation? I mean, talk about recipes.
Yes.
That, you know, there is a recipe for life, a recipe for health, a recipe for success, a recipe for
peace.
It starts here, a recipe for peace.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So I do spend my time. I travel internationally, and I offer workshops and trainings to show people the basic tools that they can use to create this amazing world-class cuisine on their own. And for me, it is this, you mentioned the Cafe of Dreams, and just tuning into what our highest purpose is and how we can best serve humanity. That's led me to cultivate these qualities that I share with others in the kitchen.
I understand you've been cooking all morning.
Yes, so I'm in LA doing a 10-day training now. This is the 28th 10-day training that I've done internationally. So it's really an amazing joy. It's a very transformative experience for people, and people leave empowered and feeling much more confidence and creativity in the kitchen.
Is this just for anyone, or is it only for chefs that you're training only chefs, or how does
Everyone's welcome, actually, from teenagers to senior citizens. I've had people have just picked up a knife for the first time. They've saw a movie or read a book and realized they needed to make changes in their diet and lifestyle, so they'll take the training. I've also had classically trained chefs. Recently had a cordon bleu chef take the course, and he loved it and learned a lot. So it is cutting edge cuisine, and the vegan and raw food or living foods that's not very well taught in the major culinary schools yet. So classically trained chefs will come to learn some of the techniques.
And guess where they come? They come to you, Mark. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in Kauai, right?
Kauai. Yes,
Hawaii.
Kauai, we have the restaurant, the Blossoming Lotus. We had it
the Blossoming Lotus.
Yes, and the Blossoming Lotus, I started as a chef service actually in Malibu, California in 1998, and the idea was the lotus symbolizes the evolution of consciousness in
Yes.
a lot of cultures, and so for me, this form of cuisine really represents a wise approach to food, and it bringing consciousness into our food choices that I feel will help restore balance to our environment and help people create an optimal health in their life.
No doubt, no doubt. Bringing consciousness to our food choices. That sounds like music almost.
Yes, well, it's living in harmony with the earth and the abundance that nature provides. And I always had a love of cooking as a child, and I was pre-law, graduating college, and I realized that path wasn't for me. And my grandfather was a renowned chef and ice carver. He was carving ice till his dying day in his 80s in a wheelchair and chainsaw, and
Right.
amazing creative genius. So I grew up with that influence, and when I was just tuning into what I love to do, cooking came up as something that I love to do, and then flowing from that, teaching others.
That's very artistic. Would you say that one needs an artistic flair to enjoy vegan food? Or tell me about how you think about food preparation for the normal person.
Well, for me, food is art, and so it's a creative expression just like other forms of creative expression, and so nature provides this bounty of color and texture and flavor, and that becomes our palette, and the plate is our canvas, and so I love creating food that's visually appealing and also tastes amazing. So it is very much a creative process, and everyone has that potential in themselves, so I like to encourage people to bring that out and have a positive, joyful attitude as they experiment and learn in the kitchen.
And it tastes good too, right? You get to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's the key for me. A lot of people could feel like they need to eat healthier or learn how to eat healthy, and the food has to taste good in order for people to really make that shift. So I strive to create world-class cuisine that happens to be plant-based.